Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you guys for listening to our stories with an open mind and an open heart. And I'm gonna tell you guys, don't let the smooth taste fool you. These look like normal individuals for the most part, but I'm gonna tell y'all, these are demons. And I'm going to explain to you why I call them demons. I take a very harsh stance against people who hurt our children and hurt our babies, especially those who can't speak for themselves and those who can't defend themselves. This comes out of a place called Escambia County, Florida. So Florida takes the L today. Again. Not only was one person charged, which was this woman that you see here on the left-hand side of my screen, who is the mother in this situation, but a second person has been arrested, who is mom's boyfriend on the right-hand side of my screen. And a second person has been charged after 3 children were left at home, and these children were locked inside of a room inside of that house. I'm going to give you guys some details that are going to really, really break your heart, but nothing is worse than what these children had to go through. The least we could do is listen to these babies' story, okay? The Escambia County Sheriff's Office, the ECSO, arrested the mother, 23-year-old Fayonna Hickson, which is spelled Fayyonna, Fayonna Hickson. She's 23 years old, that broad. Her boyfriend is, I think he is 25 years old. Let me see if, I don't know if I saved a picture of his age. Let me see if I did. I'm not sure if I did. Y'all bear with me just a moment. Excuse me. He's 30. He's 30 years old. So mom is 23. Boyfriend is 30 years old. Not that it even matters, but nonetheless, the boyfriend's name, let me see if I can get his face back up here. This guy is 30-year-old Christian Parson, which is spelled Parson, and are charged with 3 counts of child neglect. On December the 30th, sheriff deputies say they went to an apartment where they found an infant baby dropping toys out of a broken window on the 2nd floor of this apartment building. The ECSO says that they didn't get an answer at the door when they went to knock on the door, so a deputy climbed through the window. Officials say that they found not 1, not 2, but 3 little children locked inside of a room. The way that they locked this door, they locked this door with cables. As you guys can see, you'll see in the screenshot here in just a moment. Let me see if I can get that up. Let's see if I have that. By means of a cell phone charging cable. So they tied the door up so these kids couldn't get out. It turns out that one of the children used one of their toys to break the bedroom window. So thank goodness that one of these kids was brave enough, was smart enough to break a window. That is so awesome, and I'm so happy to hear that. Deputies say that the children were found sitting, brace yourselves, in their own feces. That's how long these children were left there. They were sitting in their own feces. 2 of the malnourished dogs were in cages. The Department of Children and Family Services took all 3 kids. Both suspects are in the Escambia County Jail on $300,000 bonds. Now, in the original story, a Pensacola man accused of leaving 3 children in deplorable conditions was arrested on Thursday. Christian Hakeem Parson, 30 years old, is charged with child neglect and marijuana possession. An Escambia County Sheriff's Office arrest report says deputies responded to an apartment in the Escambia County on December the 30th. The address is redacted in the report. When they arrived, they found a young infant reaching out of a broken bedroom window. Nobody answered the door when knocking, according to the deputy, so the deputy entered the home through the window. Deputies found 3 children had been locked inside of a bedroom with a charging cable, according to a report. Deputies found the children in the corner of the bedroom wearing only diapers, sitting in their own feces, their own bodily waste. Deputies said that the cord was wrapped around the door handle and attached to another door handle, making it impossible for the children to get out. Inside a separate bedroom, deputies also found 2 malnourished dogs covered in fleas and also sitting in their own feces. Deputies say that they found mail belonging to Parson in the home, along with 550 grams of marijuana. Parsons was arrested Thursday after an investigation. He is being held in the Escambia jail on a $305,000 bond. The children are currently in the custody of another family member. Animal control took possession of the dogs. I honestly don't even know how you explain this. If you ask me, if these people are that stupid enough to do this to these children, then if you ask me, there is no reason that they need to be in our society anymore. This was not a mistake. This was intentional. It was callous. It was dumb. It was dangerous. And for that, I think they need life in prison. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to give you guys the fair usage and let you listen to the couple of news videos that we were able to find. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Oh, I almost forgot. If you guys are listening, please click that thumbs up. It'll help share the stream. Do me a favor, just look down just for a moment and please click that thumbs up. It helps me out quite a bit, helps the channel, okay? Here we go. Let's get it.
A Pensacola man has been arrested yesterday, in fact, and charged with child neglect after 3 children were found in deplorable conditions. WKRG.com mobile journalist Daniel Smithson has more on the case.
Yeah, Roseanne, deputies say the children were locked inside of a bedroom and were all alone for hours.
An Escambia County Sheriff's Office arrest report says on December 30th, deputies arrived at the home of 30-year-old Christian Parson. Parson wasn't there, according to deputies, nor were any other adults. Deputies say they found 3 children inside of the home wearing only diapers and sitting in their own feces. The children had been locked inside of a room. A cell phone charger tied between 2 doors was used to keep it shut, according to deputies. In another room, deputies say 2 malnourished dogs were found inside of a cage covered in fleas. Deputies say the home reeked of urine and feces as it was spread on some of the home's walls. The report says 550 grams of marijuana were found inside of the home, leading to an additional drug charge. Deputies say the children were placed into the custody of another family member and the dogs were taken by animal control.
Now Parson is being held in the Escambia County Jail on a $305,000 bond. Reporting live in Pensacola, I'm Daniel Smithson, WKRG News 5.
New at 6, a second person has been charged after 3 children were left home alone, locked inside a room. This is an update to a story we reported late last week. Cody Long has more on the new developments from Pensacola.
The sheriff's office has now arrested a woman in this case, 23-year-old Fayana Hickson. She and Christian Parson are charged with 3 counts of child neglect. On December 30th, sheriff's deputies went to an apartment. They found an infant dropping toys out of a broken window on the 2nd floor. They didn't get an answer at the door, so a deputy climbed through the window. Officials say they found 3 children locked in a room with cables tied on the outside so they couldn't get out. It turns out one of the children used a toy to break the bedroom window. Deputies say the children were found sitting in their own feces, as were two malnourished dogs in cages. The Department of Children and Families took the 3 kids, and both suspects are in the Escambia County Jail, each with a $300,000 bond. In Pensacola, Cody Long, WKRG News 5.
Let me go ahead and give you guys my closing thoughts about this story. I don't really have a lot to say about this because what I got to say is really simple and it's really short. These people do not deserve to be in our society anymore at all. I think they should be done. That should be a wrap. For this, as a matter of fact, for this woman to be the so-called mother, "23 years old, and you got 3 kids, and y'all live in squalor. Not one kid. You didn't realize you was broke before you didn't have no kids. Then you have these children only for the benefits that you could collect from these kids. Can we get a hashtag babies for benefits? That is our hashtag. If you use this hashtag, please give me credit for using this hashtag. That is our thing here at the AFC. The only reason why she continued to keep having kid after kid after kid after kid, because mom was getting something for it, whether it be housing, whether it be food stamps, whether it be Section 8, whether it be car vouchers, whether it was for WIC, whether it was for Medicare, Medicaid, whatever the hell it is, whether it was for child support, or whether it was just to have mental, spiritual, and physical control over a man. Whatever it is, that was the only reason that somebody at 23 years old would have 3 damn kids and no man. Because that's the boyfriend. I'm not even sure if that's the father of any of these kids. And they said a toddler broke through the window. That means these kids had to have been very small. I want y'all to understand that. Think about it for a moment, because I know that they did not mention the age, but let's just use a little cognitive awareness. I hope I use that term right, because I could be wrong. Let's use a little bit of cognitive awareness and realize that these kids had to have been so small that they physically couldn't get out, and they mentally really couldn't figure out what else to do. So one of the children, being a toddler, had the wherewithal to break a window and start throwing stuff out of the window in a desperate plea for help. And I'm thankful that somehow the man up above, if y'all believe in a higher power, gave this baby whatever he gave it inside of it to save not only himself, but his siblings. That baby is a hero, and I'm thankful that that baby was able to do that, and these officers were able to act so quickly because they didn't know. Too many times we're so quick to point the finger at the police, but we always call on the police, asking them to do a job. We don't want to pay them to do the job. I don't know how many of y'all go to work. That still makes me mad to this day that they talk about defunding the police, but you want the police to do a job, but you don't want to pay them to do the job. That's stupid, by the way. But let's move on past that. But they were able to jump into action and save these kids from the tyranny of their caretakers, being the biological mother and mom's weak-ass boyfriend. These children deserve so much better, and I pray and I hope that somebody out there will give these children a better life and give them a chance, because with these 2 idiots, these kids did not stand a chance, okay? So I'm thankful. I want you guys to notate in your minds that this is a positive story, because the children lived, they survived this horror story, okay? So put a prayer hands up in the chat. Thank all of you guys so much for listening with an open mind and an open heart. Give these 2 fools life in prison. We will not continue to stand by and let people keep getting away with ruining our children. That's got to end. I'm DJ Just Jay. We're the AFC, And we stand against people who only use children for the benefits they can collect from these kids. Hashtag babies for benefits. That's our thing. All right. From my heart to yours, I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed day. Have a blessed night. We'll see you guys on our next stream. Okay. Peace.